This is Dr. Marvin, and this is obviously Rai. Thanks for your questions with regard to what you should be trying to look out for, or maybe what you should avoid when you're considering a dog diet. Now, there's a lot of things to take into consideration here. There's so many different diets out there, but some of the things, depending on whether your dog's condition affecting their skin makes the skin dry, maybe it's inflamed, all of these things should be taken into consideration after consultation with your vet to hopefully find a diagnosis for what may be the underlying cause. But some general ideas and tips might be to include things like omega-3 sources. These are a great way to provide a kind of natural anti-inflammatory to the skin, so if there's inflammation there. And also, if they're kind of an oil base, then they may also improve the oil to the skin, improving the skin's barrier function and also making it less dry. These tend to be found in fish oils and things like flax and chia, so have a look to see if they're there. I would say that also what we're trying to do nowadays is improve the microbiome, and so the normal skin bacteria that are present. And so things like probiotics, if they're present in a diet, might also be useful, not only just for the gut, but also for the skin health as well. Another thing that you may see is that things like natural anti-inflammatories, such as turmeric or boswellia, are also included in some diets, and again you can see if they're there or potentially even supplement them as well. So again, ask your vet about potentially adding those into the diet. And ultimately what you want to try and do is have a complete and a balanced diet. So look to make sure that there's all of those things and that the diet is being marketed as such, so that actually all the essential vitamins and minerals are included in the diet, and you don't need to worry that your dog is becoming either deficient or lacking in some of those essential nutrients and vitamins and minerals which actually are important for skin health and also their immunity too, which can often be reflected through how good their skin actually is. Now, in terms of things to avoid, again, it depends on the actual diagnosis, but what I would say is that sometimes, yes, you're listening to this, that sometimes it's important to try and actually see if there's anything that your dog potentially is allergic to. And some of the most common proteins like beef and chicken can be allergenic to your dog, and so it's important to have a look and see, again with the help of your vet, if there's any specific proteins which you may want to avoid. Other things like wheat, soy, and corn can also be pro-inflammatory. So again, if there's an underlying inflammatory condition, then you may want to see if there's ways you can reduce those. And also, if there's any artificial colorings or preservatives, again, see if you're able to find a diet without that. But again, as a caveat to all of this, it's always good to involve your vet and see if there's something specific for your dog which is required. And a consultation usually with them, or sometimes even with the nutritionist of some of your trusted pet food companies, can really help with deciding whether a certain diet is going to be helpful for you. Saying that, some diets also need to be trialed, and you might need to undertake a trial with certain diets to see again if the skin health improves, and this can take a number of weeks, and so sometimes it's not a quick answer or finding in starting a new diet. And so yes, again, help with a professional to try and see which diet would be best is probably going to help you a little bit more. Hope that helps. Take care.